Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel for some more Diablo Immortal content. I want to go ahead and show you guys the Helliquary, which is a really cool new thing, and show you guys some new content with Mount Zavain over here. This is actually one of the newer things that got implemented into this alpha. This is my first time checking it out, but let's go ahead and show off the Helliquary, which is kind of a new mechanic that I haven't talked about, as I did show off a lot of the endgame mechanics from the first alpha. This is actually something new. So what it looks like right now is we have this thing where we're going to be able to unlock more slots for it. So we'll unlock more demonic remain sockets. So when you defeat certain bosses, what will happen is they'll drop something that you can put in. If you've played Diablo 3, it's kind of like the Kanai's Cube, where you're able to add more things to it. But on top of that, you can also upgrade. And if I wanted to remove this, I can remove this at any point. Right now, we only have access to one, but you'll see that it is increasing our offensive and defensive rating. But in addition to that, we have a special attribute where we have 10% critical hit chance. So that's actually pretty cool for us. So if I go ahead and seal it over here, we'll now have this ability. Now, we'll be able to upgrade this through doing daily quests. We're basically going to get this Hellfire Scoria. And then we actually just go to the blacksmith. In our case, it's going to be Charcy over here.
Hi there.
And we just go and refine it. What it costs is only 100 gold. Now, right now, 100 gold is next to nothing, but this is required, which is Scoria, which you'll be getting from your daily. So if you click Get More, it'll kind of basically explain it. So you can purchase from honor merchants, or you can just complete your dailies. I believe you cannot buy these with any like premium currency in the game. At least, again, keep in mind everything I mentioned is just at the moment. But let's go ahead and actually show off the new area. We'll show off more of Crusader gameplay. I'll consider this like mid-tier gameplay because we showed off like the first 30 minutes of the Crusader class, but let's go ahead and go to the next area. And I'll show you guys all my new skills, and we've gotten a few legendary items. One that I really like is this change that we have on our shield. Instead of it throwing out and then it coming back, it's going to now spin basically like a blessed hammer, but it does massive amounts of damage. So yeah, we'll watch and see if there's a cutscene or anything like that. There you are. The old man said you're looking for passage to Mount Zavain. Well, our ship can take you to a nearby port, but you'll need to take a caravan up the mountain. If you're ready, we can head out this hour. Okay, so let's go ahead and go. I'm guessing we have to talk to him again, and then we're going to go to the next area. By the way, I know you guys, some of you guys, if you see it, there might be an opacity of like some of the keys. I've actually gotten this to work with my mouse and keyboard. I'm still not running on an emulator, or there's no PC port announced for this game, just as a heads up. It's much easier for recording if I can just screen record my PC and then have it basically the keys accessible via my mouse and keyboard. But yeah, just so that's out of the way as far as like my layout. I know we've changed since last time, and I really like this new setup that we have for it. So this is one of my other newer skills, so it will basically chain them together over here. You can see they're not going to be doing anything. And then we've got a legendary on one of my other skills here. Let me actually just show off some of the items. So with our skill over here, the sweep attack, we have a legendary that now makes it spin continuously, which is really good. Actually, we're getting attacked over here. But specifically, this skill over here is just really good. It just does massive amounts of damage. And then the Seed Charge, which is another, I want to say, newer skill that I haven't shown off. A Traveler. Oh, it's a monk. And a well-armed one at that. The cars have grown aggressive as of late. I would not recommend traveling to Mount Zavain alone for the time being. Okay. Yes, I see your point. I fought a few of these goatmen on my way here. How can I help? A good question, but one I have no answer for. I was on my way to speak with the sons of Arrakis in this fort. Perhaps you wish to join me. Okay, cool. I like this idea of seeing some of like the other classes in the game, even if it's just like NPCs. That's a good amount of damage right there. Actually, I guess we can just eliminate it. But here's what the horse ability looks like. And you can see we can drag enemies with this chain, which is really nice, actually. Especially if we're doing, like, rifts to basically get more progress. If I just want to elite hunt, I can still drag some of the enemies to, like, the elite, basically. Some of the smaller stuff. The village is lost, Captain. Our defenses... Oh, okay. The defenses are probably not strong enough. Okay, and our men are not farming much. are faring much better. We need new options or we'll be forced to abandon our post. Wait, it appears we have some opportune guests. Okay. I won't read all the text. I'll let the cutscenes play out, but I'll basically briefly like skim through them. If there's something important, I'll mention it. So it looks like they have some differences and they're going to go ahead and form some alliance more than likely. Okay, we need your help with 2 of you. Okay, we can survive if the rumors right. About a single monk being worth a battalion of men holds true. Okay. So we can go ahead and help him out. We got to talk to Captain Varex. If we isolate the Karza in the village, that would allow a small group to clear out the rest. Okay. Bold plans. Okay, we got to move quickly. The Goatman. But, like, this is all new content for me, as I pretty much went over a lot of the stuff in the alpha, like, for the first time, just, like, reading everything. So I went through that kind of fast on our little first play session. But I'm just glad that there's new content right here that I can actually experience. Because before it was basically just a grind to get to level 45 to see the new content. I'm sure there's going to be some new enemies that we haven't seen, and I just want to give you guys some more gameplay of DI. But the Helliquary is a really cool feature. Like I said, like it's kind of like Nice Cube, but you can upgrade the items that are in there, so you get more, I would say, flat stats, and whatever is like the bonus. In our case, it was crit during the rifts. I'm guessing that might be able to be something that could be scaled too. Okay, so you're right. No, they took the others. Those damn things emerged from the village. Okay, they were taken alive. Okay, we got no time. Agreed. Okay, let's go. We'll meet back up with our friends. But in terms of like itemization in this game, let me actually go over items because I feel like that's kind of something important. Oh, we got maybe an upgrade over here. So we'll go ahead and transfer the gems. So basically our legendaries, one of them grants us, we've actually gotten a bunch of legendary gems. Right now they just do small things, it's just a small amount of damage. The numbers in green can be changed when we upgrade our gems, which I've gone over in another video. And if you guys want to check it out, if you just look up like Diablo gems on my channel, you'll find it. But basically, if we keep on getting higher ranks, we'll get more like numbers basically. If we upgrade gems just like in Diablo 3, it's kind of like the same concept. But in terms of the legendary ability on this one over here, this will just make it so Judgment just 10% increased damage. And then the pants, these ones make it so Shield charges to a location, and instead it actually forms like a shield around it, and enemies and their projectiles cannot pass. So this could be good actually for PvP. For PvE, I feel like maybe for some boss fights it could be okay. But this is the one that I really like, which is where Sweep Attack consumes energy instead of needing to be wound up and then you smack them with it. It's almost like a whirlwind ability. And then this is another legendary that we got where Spinning Shield now spirals around us. So instead of it being like Diablo 3 where you have like a huge massive multiplier on the skills, instead what it does is it kind of modifies the way the skill works. And sometimes that doesn't always mean increasing the damage. It can actually, technically in some circumstances, lower the damage depending on like how you're using the skill. Which is, I think is a cool like mix-up. It almost reminds you if you remember the runes from Diablo 3. Go ahead and throw down the shield. Now we'll do a massive amount of damage. Because my whole goal is to get to the PvP as quickly as possible, which is something that I want to get to max level before PvP. Otherwise, you know, we're probably going to get rolled. This is a fresh wound. He must have tried to escape. All right. So I guess when we go down here. Oh, he was hiding in there. I'll go and talk to the guard. The blessed light, you guys have arrived. Okay. There was 5 of us. They were dragging us to some kind of sacrifice. Okay, well, someone managed to break free. We haven't seen him since, and we're gonna go save someone else, I guess. Okay. So they're all scattered. Oh, they definitely have him on a ritual. So we'll go ahead and save him. Be careful, the circle, it's summoning a ring. Okay. And we'll go ahead and just clear up the rest of them. And there's some other, is there some new event happening pretty soon? let's go check that out. That's something I haven't shown you guys. It's just some of like the, I don't know if I want to call them world events. I don't know what the official term is for them. But just basically these other things that happen in the game that you can participate in by just walking over to the area. And you guys can sometimes work together, even if you're not partied up, which is awesome. So it belongs to the Cult of Damnation. Okay. So bring in some other, like, demon, maybe, summoning. Okay. So maybe we can participate in that little event, too. It's happening in about 10 minutes. But yeah, this whole area is completely new. You've returned. What about the others? And where fell? The others were taken. Okay. They're doing a summoning. Okay. Our monk friend has been battling against them. Okay. And then we got a quest reward. So let's go see what this item is. We should probably salvage our items, as you don't have unlimited space. And I'm actually kind of curious, since I have a gem inside one of the pieces of gear here. So we'll go to services and just salvage all. I'm guessing we get back the gem in one of the pieces of jewelry here. The item they gave us wasn't an upgrade, so I'm going to see if it says, like, gem? No? Okay. Well, I wonder if you should remove the gems. I'm assuming that they'll go to your inventory, but I was waiting to see if it would also say, like, warning it has something, because that's something that would be pretty important to mention if, of course, it doesn't just put it back into your inventory. And there's a little goblin over here. Now, the goblins just drop gold as of now. I'm sure they'll come out with more goblins later down the line. But gold is still definitely useful. Pick up all the gold. And go continue. Talk to Oza. Stay back, friend. Another attack could come at any moment. Something drove the Karza into a powerful rage. That was you, wasn't it? Possibly. Okay. We learned that they're using the same hellish magic. Okay. If the goatsmen are trying to deliver a worldstone shard. Okay. A shard, no, that's not possible. Okay, I know precisely where the worldstone shard you speak of it is. Okay. It's in our monastery. Okay, so they're holding on the shard. We cannot leave here, but you can. Investigate the Karza Den, put an end to these attacks. Okay, so I guess we're just going to go end the goat attacks. Okay, so I'm going to go activate my ability. I'm going to pick up the energy globe, because that's going to refresh our cooldowns. We can just drag a bunch of these enemies over to where we need to go. Oh. I'll just go finish off these guys. Ooh, okay. We're melting content really fast. It's because we did participate in the PvP. That's the one where you just go to the area, and it's usually like 4v1 or 4v whatever. And it's not something that I felt like I needed to upload, although I will cover it eventually. It's just that one guy gets basically one-shotted, and we were all partied up. Because if you're not partied up, you pretty much don't get to really participate in the PvP. It's very rare that you actually get to fight in like a 4v4. But thank you, Ellis. Trapped further inside, please find him. Okay, let's go. But yeah, by doing that, you get a legendary. Legendaries are pretty big in this game. Like, since not only do they modify your skills, but they also do a massive amount of damage, or stats, basically. Oh, that guy was easy. He melted fast. We're actually running low on HP. With the Moon Clan Berserker, getting him down. Use the cultists. Oh, okay, we're good now. Looks like I opened up an area. But I know that there's at least one more boss to fight. I'm not sure if we'll get it to it in this part of our play session, but we'll definitely have to show it off sometime. Oh, that's pretty cool. Your purpose has been served. Oh, what the heck is this guy? A monk, you must be the Drevek, the cultists keep shouting for. Yes, I am, and you must be the Shard Seeker. You cannot help Orza or these people. You will fail at reaching the stone, and I will have what is mine. The God of Damnation has spoken. Oh, so this guy may be a bad guy. Oh, okay. But since I did get a bunch of new skills, and this is like a little play session here of like kind of the mid-tier of gameplay. Oh, he left something. Go take a look. Oh. Okay, we gotta leave the cards done. Let's go and actually equip some other skills just so you guys can see like all the skills. So one of the attacks that we got is newer. It's just the primary attack. The difference between Punish and Sacred Fire, because this is strike an enemy, this one strikes multiple people. So it does a little bit less damage, but it hits more people. I think it's worth it, just so you can hit more things. I don't remember what level we got some of these skills at. So I believe we had Falling Sword before, and we had Judgment, and we haven't shown off this. So I'll do the Shield Charge over here, and then Holy Banner I haven't shown off either, so let me go and show off Holy Banner. Holy Banner is really, 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 really good for bosses. So what you do, you place it down, and it's 100% crit chance, but it reduces your crit damage by 50%. But if you have 100% crit chance, it will also just go back to having it 200%. So basically you get double damage on crit in this game, but it's going to make it 150, but since it's 100%, it's still worth it overall. And then the shield charge, I do have the circle inscription, so that makes it so it forms a shield, but you'll see it when we have an enemy. So this way you guys get to still see kind of like all the skills. I probably will make a video going over all the skills for the Crusader, as with the Demon Hunter Showcase, I'm pretty sure we went over all the skills when that was there, and a lot of you guys like that, I remember. So this is the banner, 100% crit, the shield thing. It doesn't do any damage, it just, I'd say it's really only for maybe some bosses, but you can see that giant banner that provides a crit. Now that thing has a really long cooldown. So if this had a shorter cooldown, I would definitely use it. But you know, I was using for a long time, and I really liked using Judgment as well as Consecration. We got one of these is I want to say is a newer skill that we haven't shown off since the earlier gameplay. But basically they kind of perform the same, although this one pops and it stuns. This one's just like an AoE on the ground, and it does really good damage. Like both of these skills were skills I was actually using for a long time. I think both of these are a nice little combo setup. I think the banner could use maybe a little bit short of cooldown, but maybe you can get that on a special legendary, or you can get cooldown some way in this game. I believe there might be a gem that does that. I know that there's an icon for Gogaka Swiftness in the game, but I didn't see it as an actual gem. Maybe it's something else in this game. Okay, so let's go talk to Oza. Oh, okay. As soon as we're done with being combat, you've returned. The Goatmen stormed the barricade a few moments ago, and things went quiet. I assume you were successful. Yes, okay. They're manipulated by Drevek. Who else could it be than the... Oh, he's a traitor. Ah, so he's bad, yep. He has surrendered his senses and all for a Worldstone shard. Okay, he made that clear. Oh, so he summoned a demon. He didn't become the demon. Drevek is a Verdani monk, just like I am, but he's rash and impulsive. He never learned control, and we all suffered for his recklessness. If he is here, we must uncover his plot. Lives depend on it. There must be a trail somewhere. Chaos like the kind Drevek and his minions unleashed is rarely clean. Alright, well, let's go ahead and just continue up. Follow Oza into the Mist Valley, although we're kind of ahead of her. go do that. Actually, we're probably gonna get interrupted. Okay, there we go. Oh, the altar will restore. Oh wait, this is happening in 1 minute. We should do this. I feel like we're definitely taking a lot more damage right now. It's because one of the legendary gems I have equipped is called Berserker. We take more damage, but we also get to deal more damage. Okay, so this thing I guess is resetting. I actually want to see this little event, and I want to show you guys the event. So what I'm going to do, because whatever this is has some cooldown. Because I don't want to get locked to a story. Okay, it's just telling me my dailies. Okay, I got it. Let's do this. It's happening in 15 seconds. Because if I'm in like a story mode, I may miss out on whatever this Ancient Nightmares, and I want to show you guys that content. Because some of the things, they take a long time to respawn. It's not like every 10 minutes. It could be hours. It could be, I have no idea. All right, let's do this one. The Shadow Lottery has begun. Okay, re-emerging. Okay, let's see what this is. Okay. So, because we haven't done all the quests in the area, we actually have to manually run over there. So I think it's a good like middle ground between like, you know, letting people have auto run and also, you know, at least giving them the opportunity to discover. And that's one thing I really like with games. Oh, this is like some like huge like, ooh, what the heck? We're just taking damage. All right, I don't know if we can take him down by ourselves, but, you know, doesn't mean I'm not going to try. It says shield 99%. All right, do I have to touch the altar and it, like, reduces the shields? Maybe we only can fight... Oh, you know, I'm guessing how this works is we got to hit these things. And then we can do damage to them. Oh, that's cool. So check this out. We got, like... a couple people here. Oh, okay, so it only knocks him down, like, briefly. Okay. Just trying to understand how it works. So we gotta wait for the next, next little thing to hit. Oh, there's a pylon over here. What is the pylon? Oh, at least on the minimap it showed up for a second. But we gotta touch these. And then Oh, so those take... Ah, okay, I see how it works. So he's probably going to come down over here. So each one of these has a cooldown. Oh, okay, I got it. But please don't hit it, please don't. I'm afraid... I think he understands how it works. Because if we touch it, it's got a cooldown. We have to wait for him to get close enough. This way we can break his shield. Okay, this is a cool event. Like, legitimately awesome. All right, let's go hit it. Oh, this is 25 seconds. Okay, well... I think that having the cooldown... I wonder if it's a global cooldown, like it's 25 seconds for all of them, or if it's like each individual one has a cooldown. Because if someone hits it too early, right, it could mess it up for everyone. And I feel like that can be kind of unfortunate. Alright, let's see if we can hit the altar. 9 seconds. Or maybe each person has their own individual cooldown. I don't know. But man, this guy is tough. I'm actually taking a lot of damage. But since we just got that waypoint, right? We have that waypoint? Yeah, if I die, it's not that big of a deal. I'm out of potions. Oh, so he definitely hit that one. Oh. Okay. Can we hit this one? Alright, there's one over here. I think I'm just taking way too much damage. Oh, they all have a cooldown. I need some sort of life regen. I mean, the thing's got a lot of HP still. Let's go ahead and just kill some small enemies so we can heal up a little bit. Or if we just die, we can see what happens. I only died once in a rift. There we go. But I want to participate in it, but I need some heals. There's a goblin over there. I'm not sure if that's going to give us the charge we need, though. We got a conduit. That could be pretty nice for him. But yeah, I just need to farm a little bit. Oh, he's on life now.
I need more wrath.
Get the little goblin. Alright, does it show where he's at on the map? Okay, he's just down. Okay. Oh, he's actually dropping life pretty fast. I mean, we did engage with him, so we should get some of the reward, regardless. Okay, let's see what we got. The event was completed. All right, we get a chest. Let's see what we get. Some dust. Okay. We got a belt. Let's see if the belt's an upgrade. It is indeed an upgrade. It's got double sockets, although ours currently has triple sockets. I'll go ahead and transfer the gems as well. And okay, I'm sure if you go higher in difficulties, because that is what I would consider a more difficult engagement. I'm sure we'll get better rewards. The fog is unrelenting. Okay, nightmare swarm within. I hope that there is finding tracks in a place like this. Eyes may be deceived, but land itself always bears the scars of our actions. Zame, god of mountains, I beseech you, lend me your sight, reveal the path once taken, so we may follow. The mantra is working, friend. You need to be my fist while I commune with the mountain. The nightmare creatures will be drawn to the light. Do not let them near. Okay. So probably like defend an area. Oh, okay. So what if I hit this thing? Oh, so it scares all of the enemies away. Oh, okay. Oh, this guy hits hard. In fact, everything's hitting really hard in this. Like, I'm gonna call this Act 3. Yeah, it's a huge difference in damage. Maybe we need to get more defense on my gems, more regen for sure. There we go. Now health globes are dropping. I felt like there's a lot less health globes, because usually on the boss fights they drop a lot of health globes, and it makes it like what I would consider pretty easy. All right, we got a new chest. Let's see what this one's giving us. Okay, the other one was definitely a lot better. Okay, so we gotta follow the spear orb. Okay. Okay, what is this? Okay. The orb is stopped. There must be more gods with us. Oh. We got our ulti up, so as soon as the boss comes out, we'll be ready. Actually, you know what? If we pop this now, we can start building the stacks, because this ulti is different, and you guys haven't seen it. So how this one works is I can build up to 10 stacks. And I build a stack by getting a kill with this ability. You can see over in the top left, we got 6 stacks right now. And that makes it so every single time I attack with my primary attack, it deals whatever % more damage. I'm not sure what it goes up to now. It starts off at, like, you can go up to 10% more, but I know that it's been increased since then. In fact, I'll check it out in a moment when we get to, like, maybe a safer spot. Dang, I felt like I just hopped on, but I wanted to do a little short play session. So maybe we'll finish up this quest over here. Oh, so the Ancient Nightmares every hour, it looks like. At least as of right now. Sometimes for, you know, alphas, they may make it faster, they may make it slower. I don't know if that's going to be the case when it comes out. Okay. So, yeah, anyways, going back to what I was saying for the skill. So the ultis are different, too, because your primary attack is what builds up your ultimate. So, right now it is... where is it? Enhance it for 12 seconds, increasing damage on each enemy kill goes 1%, Sacred Fire. Stacks up to 10 times. Oh, this is still... Okay, so we can absorb more to 20% is what the number is. granting ourselves a shield. Alright, so we gotta continue following the spirit orb. I guess we were a little bit slow on that since we were in our skill page. Are we... Okay, there it is. It's still there. So conduit works a little bit different. There is shrines, but how it works is you'll see we basically get 3 conduits. Okay, the orb has stopped. There must be more. Okay. Felt like it stopped at the same spot as it did before. Maybe it wasn't fast enough. But I just noticed that they actually have HP, so I'm guessing that we can't let them die. Let the sacrifice be the first of many. There's no price I will not pay. Okay. Yes, my lord, I can hear you now. The blood ritual pierced the veil. At last. What bargain did you make? Okay. Let's follow the thing again. Okay, follow the orb once more. This time I'll stick right next to it, because I felt like it went back to the exact same spot. But maybe it just normally does that. It just kind of disappeared over here. What is that up at? There, a bridge. Okay. Oh, wait, there's a body. Which I'm guessing we're probably supposed to read. Or check out. A torn journal. Alright. The mountain is cursed. Why the order thought to send us here, I cannot possibly fathom. What good is tracking an exile through a land that will most certainly kill him? We were ordered to avoid entanglements in the monastery, but that left us with few options for staging ground. We've been able to find some small safety in a cavern on the edge of the mist. It will serve well enough while we continue the search. The days seem to blend together. How long is this? Okay, it's just another paragraph. The days seem to blend, yet still we search. If Master Vitalia's murder has hidden on the mountain, he will be found and brought to justice, even if what we find is a corpse. Okay. Guessing there might be like another mission coming up. Oh, there's a trap over here? Okay. What is this? Is this something we can search? A boss? Oh, he's powering up. Oh, that's like waking up all the spirits. Okay. Alright, search the cave thoroughly. Oh, okay. Trevec killed the acolyte. Okay. Oh. Examine the map. Alright, that's where we gotta go. Alright, don't worry, I won't leave you guys off a cliffhanger. I wanted to complete this quest, but it seems like it keeps on going. Alright, another one, another one. I think that might be is that the last clue? The nightmares hinder our progress at every step. Okay. Curse whatever beget these monstrosities. One stalks the land with such an intense hatred that even the air around it eats away the flesh. We were able to find one structure in the mists, an old Zakrom chapel, but the creatures swarm around it. I fear this land may be the death of us. Okay, we got one more clue, I guess. The masters refuse to tell us more about the Strevek beyond the descriptions of his face. Why is there such secrecy over an exile? I know it is not my place to question the sight of the patriarchs, but this seems like a fool's errand. If he is a murderer, what could possibly bring him back into the mountains where the very act took place? Okay. Talk to Oza. Oza, look at this. Some diary entries and a map. Have you ever heard of a Zakrom chapel here? No, but it doesn't surprise me. Much of what the Zakrom built upon these mountains has been lost to the mists, and a few people are willing to go in. Okay, gotcha. Certainly worth a look. The chapel's located near there. Okay, we'll go ahead and check it out. Do not let your guard down. Okay. And I actually almost wish they didn't show you exactly where to go, because that's the point of showing you the little map, right? I feel like that encourages people to open it up, okay, kind of use their clues in order, like, for what to search for.
not be too easy.
But, you know, I think maybe if you open it up, it would show like a little icon here, or if you open up the map, it would also show something else. I just think that in terms of a game design, to have this, you know, item and map, you pick it up, it should be more meaningful to look at it versus just follow the path, which we've basically been doing already. But I'm curious to know what you guys think of that in the comment below. But we got a boss at least. All right, awesome. The Cultist Flame Bearer. You know, I'm not actually sure if the horse gives us more damage. It does let us ignore unit collision, which lets us kind of dodge in a sense. Because our basic attack, we gotta hold still for it. So sometimes it's easier just to use the horse just to kind of avoid certain things as well. So extinguish the flame. So he's trying to burn everything. This abandoned chapel served as someone's study. Look at the research. Was Dravek working in secret? I don't feel like I read slow, but I feel like the thing goes by too fast for me. Examine these scorched papers. Okay, our Lord has made it clear he will wait no longer. 3 shards have already been destroyed. No more shall be taken from him. Deliver the bodies to the ritual sites. If we require more, take them or lay down your lives. Damnation has come for the guilty who live upon this mountain, and they will suffer for their sins. Okay, so I guess we got to go ahead and continue. Well, actually, there's one more paper. At least read that, see if that completes the quest. Tayev, I miss you endlessly. Why would Zavain take you away and leave me behind? How can I go on? The master tells me I will find peace in time, but I don't want peace. I want my brother. Everything has gone wrong. Gods, I killed him, and the world stone shard, the only thing that could bring you back, is out of my reach. If the master would just have let me have it. Forgive me, Tayev. Okay, so now we kind of see maybe the reason behind it. And maybe it was over here. It'll tell us more. If I knew he'd fallen so far, he became distant after his brother died in the tundra after Aerie. I wish he had told me. I could have helped him. I would have. Don't do that to yourself, Oza. This is not your fault. And yet, some part of me will always bear this guilt. I could have stopped him. I could have reached out to him in his pain, perhaps. Then none of this would have happened. Now is not the time for reflection. We must find Dravek and stop him. Do you know of this shrine he mentions in the letter? Okay, so we gotta go to another shrine and do a lot more. I guess this is gonna be a multi-part quest. So this is where we're gonna go ahead and cut it off for this part of our play session. But if you guys want to learn anything else, or if you wanted to know anything else, let me know in the comment section below. If you guys want to see something, let me know, as I plan to cover this fully. But I'm not gonna upload like my entire playthrough of this, as certain elements aren't completely implemented in, you know, voice dialogue. All those things are much nicer. When the full game comes out, we'll do a full playthrough for sure. But I'm really liking Diablo Immortal, and in terms of like for our second play session, in terms of other feedback, I really wish on the itemization, at least for the early game, because this is like kind of, you know, the point of giving them feedback as well. I feel like a lot of the items, it's just like power, right? And like you do happen to have like plus stats. Can I actually, is there a way to see the plus stats? This is just showing the socket, but a lot of the items will be like plus in like toughness, or let me, here we go. Let's see. Is it plus? Okay, here we go. This, like, it'll have, like, plus willpower, plus, you know, fortitude. I feel like these descriptions on itemization are relatively strange in an action RPG. Because, like, you know, what does, you know, willpower, fortitude, strength, vitality... Like, in order to see these things, because, you know, it is a mobile game, I want to say that maybe they try to do it intentionally to simplify things, but I would have to go in here, and I understand strength increases damage, right, and offensive rating. Well, what's the difference between damage and offensive rating? It gets a little bit more complex in there. And when it comes down to what I've realized is as you start climbing up, you have certain numbers that need to be met, otherwise you do diminishing returns on your damage. And then also like intelligence over here, this also increases offensive rating, but I guess it doesn't roll as a stat here for the Crusader. At least I haven't seen any. But the fortitude over here increases your armor and armor penetration. Well, is fortitude better? Is like armor penetration better than raw damage? In some cases, potentially, if these numbers don't match up. And then also increases defensive rating. What's defensive rating? And you can go into like the more attributes, and you can see like all of these things. And it kind of tells you, you know, what does armor do over here? So it reduces all damage taken. I just feel like potentially this could be a little bit more simplified into stats that are a little bit more familiar, right? Where you have like some type of either dodge, so your chance goes up, or like certain things that I feel like need to be in an action RPG, for example, on boots, maybe it can't roll earlier on, but I think having like movement speed on boots is really important as like a modifier. This is something that I feel like most action RPGs should have. Oh, actually, we should actually be using a charm, which is something we'll get into later. But I don't want to rant too much on like itemization here, but I definitely feel like the itemization for certain stats that roll, I would like to see more than just like main stat. I would like to see more interesting modifiers, whether it be like cooldown reduction or even something more interesting in this game I was thinking about, like in terms of game design, is adding something to affect skill slot 1, 2, 3, 4, if that makes any sense. So you'd have certain items that would basically make you move skill slots around to kind of add a little bit more complexity to not only like maybe where you're placing these skills, but also a little bit more than just numbers for like damage, if that makes sense. Like maybe skill slot 2, after comboing with skill slot 1, it does 10% more AoE when after using a skill that's a charge skill, because these skills have certain tags. Let me actually explain this really quick. So certain ones will be like buff gather, but it'd be really cool if it said like skill slot 2, if it's a buff skill, it does something else. I don't know, I'm just thinking about other ideas for more customization and more theory crafting versus a lot of the things right now, how it feels like, even if we use a Helliquary, which is a cool system. I love this. It's awesome. It's like Kanai's Cube, but like you have more options and you can upgrade the item in here. But also adding, I mean, 10% crit chance is cool too, but more weird modifiers that are just more in the realm of thinking how to play versus just numbers, if that makes any sense. But I think this idea is cool too. But anyways, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for our video. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And if you enjoyed it, drop a like on it. And if you want to see more Diablo stuff and you're new here, hit subscribe, turn the bell, and you'll definitely see more in the future. But take care, and I'll see you in the next little play session. Peace.